Please remain standing as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. I want to thank everyone for their attendance today on this very special occasion. It is my personal request to this audience that you afford this group, our graduates, the dignity which they certainly deserve. In keeping with the decorum of this special occasion, I ask that you refrain from loud or boisterous celebrations as your seniors' names are called. Polite applause is always appropriate, and it goes without saying, horns and that sort, and certainly are out of place in this setting. Everyone, please make sure your cell phones are on silence, and all gentlemen, please remove your headgear. Our seniors have earned this respect and consideration. And again, thank you in advance for observing these guidelines. Over the past year, I've enjoyed the privilege of serving as principal of Archer Learning Center. I appreciate beyond words the amazing team I've been blessed to work with. Our entire faculty work passionately daily to ensure that we meet the needs of all students. As a school, we enjoy celebrating the accomplishments of our students. Students, please rise when I call your name and remain standing until asked to be seated. Audience, please hold your applause until the last name is called. Receiving the Academic Challenge Scholarship, we have Casey Estep, Fabian Franco, Christina Jerry-Long, Britley Miller, Mary Beth Peters, and Angel Sandoval. You may be seated. Completion of our nursing assistant program through NTI, we have Casey Estep, Myra Correa, Fabian Franco, and Mariah Green. You may be seated. The Kiwanis Youth Excellence Award and Ralph G. Norman Scholarship went to Casey Estep. Presenting the Kiwanis Scholarship, we have Mrs. Kathy Mefetrich, Springdale School Board member.
Thank you, Dr. Freeman. It is an honor for me tonight to present the Springdale Kiwanis Scholarship to a very deserving young man, Tigerson Peter. Tigerson was born in the Martian Islands. He moved to Hawaii and then moved to Springdale. He's a member of the King's Chapel Church and Youth Group in Springdale. He's president of the Archer Islander Club. He's a member of Archer Men of Honor. He's been employed at Youth Strategies this past year, and he volunteers at the New Hope Soup Kitchen. He's got a very busy summer planned. He's a mentor at the Marshallese Summer Youth Program. He's accepted in the NTI Entrepreneur class for the summer of 2015, and he's accepted into the Crystal Bridges Internship Summer Youth Program for 2015. He is the first in his family to attend college. Let us honor and congratulate Tiger Peterson.
We have two young men attending the United States military. We have Terry Silva and we have Austin Gardner. Now, Dr. Blake Robinson will come and present a special award from Northwest Technical Institute.
I am so proud as president of Northwest Technical Institute to have Archer students at our school. This speaks well for your school, speaks well for Dr. Freeman, who has worked with me to get this going, and Dr. Rollins and Dr. Brown. I hope that you will acknowledge Dr. Freeman as a very innovative principal. I would like to award the CNA Scholarship, the Certified Nursing Assistant Scholarship, to Mariah Green. And if you'll see me after outside, I'll give you this.
As principal of Archer Learning Center, I am thankful for the support of our school district and our local school board. They continuously provide the support and resources that we need that directly benefit our students. In a moment, I will introduce our Superintendent of Schools, but first I would like to recognize a few of our guests. First, we have Dr. Tamika Brown, Assistant Superintendent. And we have Dr. Blake Robinson, President of NTI, and our graduation speaker. Dr. Rollins has advocated for rigorous education for every student with an emphasis on teach them all. The focus on scholarship and learning is visible at every level and in every building. It is indeed an honor to present to you Dr. Jim Rollins, Superintendent of Schools.
This is a very, very special occasion. I think if we polled our school board and our staff, students, they would all say, this is our favorite event of the year. We know what you have dealt with. We know how you've prioritized. We understand the great decisions that you've made. We understand the partnerships that are represented in this room tonight. Before the ceremony began, I visited with so many moms and dads and grandparents and family members and just friends who are here to celebrate with each of you. We're very proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, with your applause, help me thank these young people. I want to share some words that came from your teachers. I just brought their expression here with me tonight, and I know y'all work together every day in a very personal way, and seniors, I hope you will understand what it means when these teachers say these things. The following are the words of your Archer Learning Center teachers as they describe this senior class and your work this year. These are the terms they use for you: courageous, intelligent, perseverant, loyal, passionate, phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, those are powerful words coming from teachers who love these young people. With your applause, will you embody these words and share in the teachers' congratulations? So this is a special occasion. It's a wow moment for all of us. It's a privilege for me as Superintendent of Schools, and certainly representing our board and teachers and Dr. Freeman, to welcome every parent, every family member here tonight. We understand the sense of family. We're a large school system, but in every sense of the word, we're a family as well. So parents, thank you for being partners with Dr. Freeman, with our teachers, and thank you for all that you've done to help our students reach this graduation moment. Students, I'm going to give you a chance. With your applause, thank your moms and dads, your teachers and administrators. Graduating from high school is a momentous event. No one knows better than you the challenges that you've addressed that have allowed you to earn this graduation experience. The great message is that you met all those challenges. You know what it means to work hard, to give your best effort, and I want you to also understand how very proud all of us are of you. In the days ahead, you will learn more about many of the concepts that your teachers have talked with you about throughout the year. I just want to pick up on 2 or 3. Seniors, have you heard the term career ready in your conversations? Raise your hands if you have. Sure you have. It's been a major focus of our work to get you career ready. Dr. Robertson, when he speaks with you tonight, will talk about that even more, I'm convinced. How many of you have heard the term college ready? You heard that? Raise your hand if you have. Career ready, college ready. I want to add just one other term to my conversation with you this evening. Again, a term that you're very familiar with, competition ready. So career ready, college ready, competition ready. The point is, as you earn your diploma this evening, you're ready to take that next step, and these terms will become even more meaningful to you in the future. If you look at the career ready piece, I would tell you, as I talk with business leaders who will be very involved in perhaps career choices that you'll make, these are the things that they talk about. They're very interested in literacy first, numeracy. They want you to be able to read and write. They're going to take some of those things for granted. But it's amazing to me how quickly the conversation turns to some other very important terms. And so I want you to think about these things, because these are the kind of things when you go, if you choose to go directly into the workplace, that will be very important to you. They, being your employers, are going to be interested in your maturity. They're going to be interested in your honesty. They're going to be interested in your responsibility. They're going to be interested in your punctuality. It's real important that you show up and that you show up on time, and we'll build that case here just a little bit more. These are personal skills that we know you have. And with all things in life, we're sitting here today looking at graduation from high school. But you're going to grow these skills, and you're going to get better and better, and you're going to get more and more proficient. So, they're going to want to talk with you again about your dependability. They're going to want you to talk with them and demonstrate to them that you can work with other people. And you say those are soft skills, but they're important skills. They're important skills in making businesses work, and they're very important in terms of your career decision. They're going to be very interested in your work ethic. A lesson in life that all of us have to learn and deal with is that effort counts. It will count for you immensely. I know how hard you've worked to get here. I want to encourage you to take those qualities as you go forward, as you look at your career plans. They, again, being employers, want people on their staff who can help make everybody else better. So those are important. Think about those personal skills that each of you have, and I want you to think about how you can grow them over time. So those are just some of the things to consider in this career-ready concept. Well, what would you think they'd be interested in terms of college readiness? Again, I've said some of that already. Your literacy skills, your numeracy skills are major. But I think here is a key piece in this entire conversation, whether one enters the world of work directly from tonight's experience, or whether you choose to go on to college at some point. All of us want to be prepared to do great work, to complete a job. So our employers and moms and dads who are in the workplace already, y'all can have these conversations over the dinner table, et cetera, and I'm sure you already have. But the term application of learning is really big. They're going to want you to be able to read the technical manuals, to look at the schematics, to make decisions about all those things, again, that will help their businesses be successful. The key term is to be able to apply the knowledge that you've acquired. This last term, the third one, career ready, college ready, now competition ready. That's pretty big. You've learned to compete, you've competed with one another. You know what it means to compete for educational opportunities, to compete for grades, et cetera. And now you can add to the list, and many of you are working already, you'll be competing for wages and jobs and the level of wages and jobs. And all that's really very good. Each of these competitions can be a very good thing. They make the work of college or entering the workplace fun. They're really the ingredients of life that really make life meaningful for each of us. So be willing to continue to learn and compete at a high level. That's the message that I would want to convey. So under this umbrella of competitiveness, and again, you're aware of this, and I think everyone in the audience is if we think just a little bit about it. We know about competition. We know that we live and work in a digital world. We know that young people now from all over the world, because of the technology that's available, have an opportunity to get a great job. Those people are going to be in the workplace. They're going to be competing with each of you. And that's great too, because again, the competition will only make all of us better. Here's my encouragement to you, and really my request as I close with you. I want you to think about your extra. What did he just say? I want you to think about your extra. That personal quality that you have that will put you in a stronger position to compete for great jobs or great learning opportunities, for higher wages. All of those things are important. So, and we've already talked about some of those things in general, but those are things that you have to think about. Your willingness to work hard, the personal integrity that you have, your ability to work with others, all of those can be your extra. And those are the things that I'd want you to think about. More and more terms kind of creep into the workplace, if you will. And they do, and they fit the scenario that I've already described, but just new terminology. This idea of being innovation ready is getting more and more and more attention. Innovation could be looked at in a very simple way from the standpoint of you being able to take the learnings that you've acquired, kind of define those as existing learnings, if you will, and then how can you think about it, work with others, work in groups to maybe turn those old or existing learnings into new learnings. That's innovation at the highest level. Those kind of things will be so present in your future. And I want to really encourage you to think about those things. This school district is built on partnerships. I see a room of partners with us tonight. You would not be here today if we did not have great partnerships between moms and dads, uncles and aunts and friends, and these teachers who love you and have attested to that and think the very best of you. So partnerships are really a big thing in our school system. They make our schools work. They make our schools work for you and for all 22,000 young people that we're privileged to serve every day. There's a group of very special people on the stage. You've met Ms. McFetridge, heard her presentations to you already, but I want to introduce the members of our school board, and I'd like to call each of their names, and then when I've finished, seniors, would really encourage you to thank these people who've helped plan and lead and provide resources to make sure that you've had every opportunity to get to this position of graduation this evening. I'm going to ask our board members to stand. Mr. Mike Luttrell is our board president. Mike, will you stand? Mr. Randy Hutchinson is our secretary-treasurer. Ms. Michelle Cook, a member of our board. Mr. Danny Dotson, Mr. Kevin Owenby, and Ms. Kathy McFetridge. Now, seniors, ladies and gentlemen, thank this school board. Thank you all. Let me just close the way I started. This event is very special to everyone in the room. Seniors, we're very, very proud of each of you. We look forward to the great contributions that you will make. You will be a difference maker for good, and all of us, including yourselves, will be the beneficiaries of that effort. We're very proud of you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Archer Learning Center is very pleased to announce its expanding partnership with Northwest Technical Institute, NTI. At the helm of NTI is Dr. Blake Robertson, president of NTI since June of 2014. Prior to coming to Northwest Arkansas, Dr. Robertson served as vice president and director of adult education at the College of the Ouachitas in Malvern, Arkansas. At NTI, Dr. Robertson oversees 12 diverse career paths that prepare graduates for high-demand, high-paying careers. He believes in the potential of all students and has made a pledge to partner with us to ensure that our students are prepared for rewards and challenging careers, as well as post-secondary education. Dr. Robertson considers himself blessed to be a part of NTI, Springdale School District, and the Archer Learning Center. It is my pleasure to present to you Dr. Blake Robertson.
First, let me tell you that I am very, very honored to be here to be your guest speaker. So thank you, Dr. Freeman, Dr. Rollins, Dr. Brown, for asking me. I would like to say thank you to the board. I know how hard that job is. The pay is so tremendous that I know it's worth your while. No, I am just kidding about that. When I say, how do you define doing well in school, and what personal characteristics would it take to do well in school, what comes to your mind? Test scores, homework when it's turned in on time, high grades, maybe the school district calculating your GPA. Hopefully you will have another vision of that after this talk. What has stuck with me as I ponder education is that IQ is not the only determinant between highest and lowest students. Does that surprise you? Well, let me explain. Some of our best students do not have a high IQ. Some of our high IQ students do not do well in school. So what makes the difference is the performance. The performance. IQ does not mean success. Let's talk about it. One of the many academic concepts that you need to know to do well in school is math. You need to know calculating decimals and fractions and areas of large and small things, and the speed as they travel through space. I believe these concepts are not impossible for anyone to master, but it takes many hours of hard work, but you can do it with your teacher's help. It has taken me many years working in adult education to understand that what we need in education is a much better understanding of the psychology of the student. And we need to focus on what motivates those students. From a traditional education perspective, we determine success by measuring IQ and accumulating grades, and that's how you're successful. But consider that doing well in school and life, as Dr. Rollins mentioned, depends on how much more than your ability to learn quickly, easily, and make good grades. That doesn't matter. In reviewing all the available research on children and adults who study and work in the most challenging circumstances, I wanted to use this information to find out who would be successful and why. So I looked at 4 different environments, and I'll briefly talk about them. The first case involved cadets at West Point. The research asked the cadets many questions about persistence or what makes them successful. And during that year, the researchers watched to see which cadets would drop out before graduation, and then use that data to find reasons for their success. The second case was a National Spelling Bee. Researchers wanted to find out which students would advance to the highest levels and why. Researchers additionally looked at rookie teachers who were assigned to the most challenging environments, asking them questions to determine which teachers would be there at the end of the school year and which of those teachers would have the most success, the most influence on their students' outcomes. Fourth, the researchers also partnered with private companies to discover what makes salespeople keep their jobs and earn the most money, and which salespeople were washed out. In all of these different situations, one characteristic emerged as a predictor of success. It was not the participants' social intelligence. It was not the participants' good looks and charisma. It was not their physical health, and it was not their IQ. It's a 4-letter word called grit. And Dr. Rollins referred to that when he talked about working in business. Grit is a passion, and it determines the student's persistence for sustained effort over a long period of time to obtain your goals. Grit is a stamina to stick with your goals. Grit is the ability to stick with your goals on a day-to-day basis, not for a week, not for a month, but for years and years, continually working hard on those goals to make those goals a reality in your life. Grit is living your life as you're running a marathon, not a sprint. So grit matters, whether you're at West Point, in a New York school, or in the Archer Center in Springdale, Arkansas. To me, what is concerning is how little we know, how little science provides information about building grit, or about workforce readiness, or about job ethics, work ethics, life ethics. Parents, teachers, business leaders ask, how do you build grit? How do you teach work ethics? How do you keep students and employees motivated? The most honest answer I can tell you right now is we are working on it. What research has found is that talent doesn't make you gritty. Most data will show us that the most talented people don't necessarily follow through with their goals and desires. Research shows us grit is not related, or may be inversely related, to measures of smartness and talent. So each of you can determine how much grit you have. Each of you has shown your grit by getting to this point in time as you graduate from high school. But remember, in future years, when failure is just around the corner, show your grit and be successful. I will be successful. I will show my grit. Let's hear you. I will be successful. I will show my grit. And come to NTI. Thank you very much.
As we continue with our exercises, a reminder to our audience to please refrain from loud and boisterous celebrations and certainly polite applause is appropriate. With the first row of our graduating class of 2015, please rise and take your place.
Hanel Almaraz Garcia. Esmeralda Palencia. Ophelia Marez. Myra Correa. Rebecca Carter. Shananda Adair. Casey Marie Hammonds. Robert Anglin. Cody Jordan. Terry Silva. Noah Brink. Casey Estep. Crystal Farish. Austin Blake Wall. Shaylee Renee McVeigh. Justin Billie Jean Green. Zach Rector. Riley Snow. Tiffany Michelle Ledford. Andres Ortega. Rosa Ponce. Vanessa Alvarez. Sydney J. Lewis. Austin Michael Sandecki. Casey Marie Cross. Anton Richards. Jesse Ray. Anthony Jordan Schrum. Taquiosha Tierra Monique Ware. Belin Ingi. Hugo Arredondo. Neri Garcia Lugo. Cynthia Natalie Magana. Carly Michelle Reed. Marley Riggins. Kayla Renee Law. Joseph Alexander. Nick Sackett. Christian Perea. Jose Barroso Martinez. Jose Herrera. Javier Castaneda. Elicio Soto. Jose Rodriguez. Edward Carlos Morales. Martin Ayala. Lucas Raimundo. Angel Castrillon. Jeff Poen Church. Eduardo Carrillo. Miriam Carrizales. Victor Armando Resendez. Susie Naharo. Kevin DeLuna. Angel Sandoval. Katie Martinez. Antonio Perez. Karen Rocha. Chance Van Cleve. Fabian Torres Franco. Grant Thomas. Colton Thompson. Jose Osejo. Jose Barroso. Alicia Fernandez. Kelly Palma. Laura Cardenas. Kyle Jaqueo. Rolandi James. Adlin Abo. Bebit Clinton. Christina May Geralong. Erin Eliza. Tigerson Peter. Stephen Harris. Manny Menage. Kyle Dustin Imakita. Britley Miller. David Lopez. Mariah Green. Mary Beth Peters. Zamian Perez. Diana Hernandez. Areli Buzo. Tobo Kaminaga.
Graduating class, please rise. Board of Education, Dr. Rollins, Dr. Brown, family and friends, I proudly present to you the Archer Learning Center graduating class of 2015. You may now turn your tassels.